Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a common copper treasure that most people would toss into a jar without a second thought. Yet it holds the power to completely rewrite your financial future. We are talking about the legendary 1970 Lincoln penny, a coin that has transcended its humble face value to become a titan of the numismatic world. For the sophisticated collector and the ambitious hunter, this isn't just about pocket change. It is about the adrenaline-pumping realization that a single error, a microscopic mistake made decades ago in the Denver Mint, has recently commanded a breathtaking market value of $886,000. This is the moment where preparation meets opportunity, and for those who know what to look for, the transition from a standard life to a wealthy, elite lifestyle is only one coin away. The journey into the first act of our story begins with the atmosphere of 1970, a year of transition and hidden gems. While the world was focused on the headlines of the day, the Denver Mint was quietly producing a mechanical anomaly that would decades later ignite a firestorm in the auction houses. You might find yourself asking, how can a penny possibly be worth nearly $1 million? The answer lies in the terrifyingly narrow margin of error that collectors demand. There is a specific sense of urgency here because as more people become aware of these high-value errors, the window to find them in unsearched rolls or private estates is closing. You have to wonder, how many times has this exact fortune slipped through your fingers because you weren't looking for the right signature of wealth? As we move into the second act, we must address the sheer technical brilliance of this error that has the market in such a frenzy. This isn't your average double die. This is a masterpiece of minting gone wrong, featuring a crispness and a strike quality that rivals the finest specimens in existence. The excitement builds when you realize that the $886,000 valuation isn't just a fluke. It is a reflection of a surging demand from the world's wealthiest investors who are moving away from volatile markets and into the rock-solid security of rare U.S. coinage. Why settle for a modest retirement when the right strike on a 1970 Denver penny can afford you the luxury of a lifetime? It is almost humorous to think that while others are checking their stock portfolios with shaking hands, you could be resting easy knowing your wealth is minted in copper and zinc. Now, let us connect the dots between the rarity of the strike and the prestigious lifestyle it represents. The 1970 error we are discussing is characterized by a specific alignment and depth that screams authority to any professional grader. When you hold a coin of this caliber, you aren't just a hobbyist. You are a guardian of a rare asset that is in higher demand today than ever before. The market is hungry, and the elite are willing to pay a premium for the best of the best. If you feel a slight pang of fear that you might have missed this in your own collection, let that fear fuel your resolve to audit every single 1970 you encounter with the precision of a hawk. Entering the final act, we see the culmination of rarity, history, and massive financial gain. The current market climate has created a perfect storm where the 1970 Lincoln penny is no longer just a coin. It is a golden ticket. By identifying this specific error, you are stepping into a circle of individuals who understand that true wealth is often hidden in plain sight. This is about more than just selling a coin. It is about the thrill of the hunt and the ultimate victory of a high-stakes sale that changes your family's legacy forever. The demand is at an all-time high, and the prestige of owning such a piece is unparalleled in the modern era of collecting. As we reach the end of this journey, remember that the difference between an ordinary day and a life-changing windfall is often just a magnifying glass and a bit of persistence. The 1970 penny is out there, waiting for the person with the vision to claim it. Are you going to be the one who lets another $1 million opportunity pass by? Or are you going to be the one who takes control and claims the wealthy lifestyle you've always envisioned? The market is ready. The buyers are waiting with pens over their checkbooks, and the only question remaining is whether your hand will be the one holding the next record-breaking Lincoln cent. Take this knowledge, act with authority, and let the pursuit of numismatic excellence lead you to the fortune you deserve. Every pocket, every neglected jar of copper, and every dusty corner of a forgotten drawer holds a secret that most people simply walk past. You are currently standing at the threshold of a discovery that could fundamentally redefine your financial future. And it all starts with a single, humble penny from 1995. While the world chases volatile stocks and digital trends, the true masters of wealth know that some of the greatest treasures are minted in solid metal and hidden in plain sight. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the 1995 Lincoln penny, a coin that has transcended its face value to reach a staggering market valuation of $876,000. This is not just about a piece of history. It is about the urgency of the hunt and the excitement of realizing that the life of luxury you've envisioned is perhaps only one coin away. Imagine the sheer adrenaline of holding a fortune in the palm of your hand, knowing that while others see a common cent, you have identified a masterpiece of minting gone wrong. This specific 1995 D error represents the pinnacle of numismatic rarity, a perfect storm of mechanical failure and artistic preservation that has collectors in a state of absolute frenzy. The demand for this coin has reached a fever pitch, as high-net-worth individuals and serious investors scramble to add this legend to their portfolios. You have to ask yourself, how many times have you handed over a fortune at a grocery store checkout without even glancing at the date? The fear of missing out on such a monumental windfall is real, but the excitement of the search is what truly separates the spectators from the wealthy elite. The story of this $876,000 treasure begins in the heart of the Denver Mint, where a rare misalignment created a strike so unique it defies the standard laws of production. In the world of high-stakes coin collecting, perfection is often found in the imperfect. This is the first act of our journey, where we recognize that an error isn't a mistake, but a signature of rarity. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have all the luck while others just have a heavy change purse? It comes down to the authoritative knowledge of what to look for. This 1995 D penny isn't just old money. It's a modern-day lottery ticket that requires no purchase, only a keen eye and the willingness to look where others are too distracted to see it. As we move into the second act of this unfolding narrative, we must address the intense market pressure surrounding the 1995 D error. We are seeing a historic surge in value because the population of these specific errors is vanishingly small, making them more desirable than almost any other modern coin. The urgency cannot be overstated because as more people become aware of this error, the window to find one in the wild is closing rapidly. This isn't a hobby for the faint of heart. It is a sophisticated pursuit for those who understand that value is driven by scarcity. Why settle for a modest retirement when you could be looking at a single coin that pays for a villa in cash? The market is shouting for this penny, and the current valuation of $876,000 is only the beginning of its upward trajectory. Now, let's talk about the specific identifiers that elevate this coin to the status of a legend. You are looking for a double die strike that is so crisp, so deliberate, it almost looks like it was meant to be there. But don't go looking for your magnifying glass just yet. Take a breath and realize that once you see it, you can never unsee it. It's like discovering a hidden door in your own house that leads to a vault of gold. Is it possible that you've already seen this coin and dismissed it? That thought alone should keep you up at night, but in a good way, fueled by the positive energy of the hunt. This is about the power of observation and the authoritative stance you take when you finally walk into an auction house knowing you hold the prize everyone else is desperate to buy. We are now reaching the climax of our story, the third act where the search meets the spectacular reward. The connection between a 1995 D penny and a lifestyle of absolute abundance is direct and proven. When a coin reaches the $876,000 mark, it ceases to be currency and becomes an asset class of its own. This is the moment where your patience and your newfound expertise manifest into a reality that most people only dream of. The demand is at an all-time high, and the prestige of owning such a piece is unparalleled. You aren't just selling a coin. You are providing the market with a rare artifact that represents the very best of American numismatic history. Think about the legacy you are building. This journey started with a simple cent, but it ends with a transformation of your net worth and a seat at the table with the world's most successful collectors. There is no room for hesitation when the stakes are this high and the rewards are this magnificent. The 1995 D Lincoln penny is out there, perhaps sitting in a jar on your dresser or tucked away in a collection you haven't touched in years. The thrill of the find is waiting for you, and the market is ready with nearly $1 million to trade for your discovery. As we close this chapter, let the urgency of this moment sink in. Every second you spend not checking your coins is a second that someone else might be finding your fortune. The 1995 D error is the golden ticket of our generation, a beacon of hope and a testament to the fact that wealth is often closer than we think. Go forth with the authority of a professional and the excitement of a pioneer. Your $876,000 treasure is calling, and it is time for you to claim the wealthy lifestyle that comes with being the one who found the impossible penny. The hunt is on, the demand is surging, and the prize is yours for the taking. Imagine holding a small, copper-colored disc in the palm of your hand, something so common it often disappears into the cushions of a sofa or the floor mat of a car. Yet this specific 1964 D Lincoln penny is not a piece of pocket change but a life-altering treasure. We are beginning a journey into the heart of numismatic history, where a single minting error has transformed a 1-cent piece into a financial titan worth a staggering $856,000. For the serious collector and the ambitious seeker of wealth, this is not just about a hobby. It is about the adrenaline-fueled realization that a fortune could be sitting in an old jar on your dresser right now, waiting to be claimed by someone with the vision to see its true value. Have you ever looked at your spare change and wondered if you were staring at a winning lottery ticket that doesn't require a drawing? The 1964 D Lincoln penny we are discussing today represents the pinnacle of American minting rarities. A coin so sought after by the elite that its presence in the market sends shockwaves through auction houses from New York to Beverly Hills. This is the ultimate hidden-in-plain-sight asset, and the urgency to identify these pieces has never been higher as the market for high-value errors reaches a fever pitch. If you have ever dreamed of a single discovery that could fund a luxury lifestyle or secure your family's legacy for generations, you are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. The story of this $856,000 masterpiece begins in the chaotic transition period of the mid-1960s, a time when the United States Mint was under immense pressure to keep up with a growing economy. In the Denver Mint, amidst the thunderous roar of high-speed presses, a spectacular mechanical anomaly occurred that defied the standard laws of production. This wasn't a mere scratch or a common smudge, but a profound structural defiance that created a specimen so rare, it shouldn't technically exist. When you see this coin, the sheer perfection of its error evokes a sense of awe, making you realize that while millions of pennies were made that year, this specific strike was touched by a legendary stroke of fate. Now, you might be asking yourself, wait, did I just spend my retirement fund on a vending machine snack? It's a humorous thought until you realize that people inadvertently spend rare errors every single day because they haven't been trained to spot the signs of true numismatic royalty. The fear of overlooking a nearly million-dollar coin is a powerful motivator, but the excitement of the hunt is what keeps the world's most successful investors awake at night. This 1964 D penny is currently in such high demand that elite buyers are practically lining up with open checkbooks, desperate to add the specific error to their private vaults. The technical brilliance of this coin lies in its unmistakable D mint mark and the unique striking errors that distinguish it from the billions of its common siblings. To the untrained eye, it looks like a penny, but to the authoritative expert, it radiates a specific luster and a set of doubling or transitional features that act as a signature of immense wealth. Every curve of Lincoln's profile on this high-value specimen tells a story of scarcity and prestige, commanding a market value that rivals luxury real estate and fine art. This is the gold standard of copper, a symbol of what happens when history and error collide to create a masterpiece of unintended genius. Why is the market so aggressive for this coin right now? It is because the 1964 D error represents a tangible, recession-proof asset that the wealthiest individuals in the country are using to diversify their portfolios. The current valuation of $856,000 is a testament to its legendary status, and as more collectors enter the fray, that number only points upward toward the million-dollar mark. There is an incredible sense of power in knowing that the keys to a wealthy lifestyle could be as simple as identifying a specific mark on a coin that most people treat as worthless. As we connect the dots from the minting floor of 1964 to the high-stakes auction blocks of today, we see a pattern of escalating value that shows no signs of slowing down. This coin is a bridge between a modest past and a future of absolute financial freedom. The demand is not just high, it is voracious, as the global community of numismatists recognizes that specimens of this caliber appear only once in a lifetime. You are now part of an inner circle that understands the true potential of the American penny, equipped with the knowledge to distinguish between common metal and a life-changing windfall. The time to act is now, while the market is vibrant and the hunt for the 1964 D error is at its peak. Imagine the moment of discovery, the pulse-pounding realization that you are holding nearly $1 million between your thumb and forefinger. This isn't just about coins. It's about the thrill of the find and the prestigious lifestyle that follows a major sale. Keep your eyes sharp and your standards high, because the next great American treasure is out there, and it is waiting for someone with your expertise to bring it into the light and claim the fortune it represents. Imagine holding a small, copper-colored disc in the palm of your hand, something so deceptively common that most people would toss it into a glass jar or leave it on a gas station counter without a second thought. But for the elite collector and the sharp-eyed hunter, the 1973 D Lincoln penny is not just currency. It is a golden ticket hidden in plain sight. Somewhere in the vast, circulating ocean of American coinage, a mistake was made at the Denver Mint, a mechanical whisper of fate that transformed a humble 1-cent piece into a financial titan. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on a coin that has rewritten the rules of numismatic wealth, a specimen so rare and so coveted that its current market valuation has soared to a staggering $843,000. If you have ever dreamed of a single discovery that could pivot your life toward a permanent state of luxury and financial freedom, your journey begins with understanding the secrets of 1973. The tragedy of the modern era is how much wealth is stepped over every single day by those who are simply too busy to look down. Most people see a penny and think of a fraction of a cent, but the authoritative collector sees a legacy. The fear of missing out on a near-million-dollar windfall should be enough to make anyone pause before emptying their pockets. We are talking about a high-precision error that occurred during a time of transition at the Mint, a moment where the stars aligned to create a masterpiece of copper. Why does the world want this coin so badly? Because rarity is the ultimate currency of the wealthy. In a market where inflation eats at the edges of traditional savings, a physical asset like the 1973 D error stands as an ironclad fortress of value. It is not just about the money, though nearly $1 million is a life-changing sum. It is about the hunt, the prestige, and the undeniable rush of holding a piece of history that the rest of the world is desperate to own. Now, you might be asking yourself if you've already spent a fortune on a pack of gum or a cup of coffee. It is a funny thought, isn't it? The idea that you might have handed over a down payment on a Mediterranean villa just to get rid of some heavy change in your pocket. But don't let that thought linger too long, because the excitement of the present far outweighs the mistakes of the past. The demand for the 1973 D error is at an all-time fever pitch. Serious investors and billionaire hobbyists are scouring the registers of the United States because they know that as time passes, these coins become harder to find and infinitely more valuable. The market is not just warm, it is white-hot. When a coin hits the $843,000 mark, it stops being a hobby and starts being a sophisticated high-stakes asset class. To understand the three-act journey of this coin, we must look at the precision of the strike. The Denver Mint in 1973 was a powerhouse of production, yet among the millions of standard strikes, a handful of planchets met the dies in a way they were never intended to. This resulted in a specific doubling and a strike clarity that defies the standard logic of mass production. This isn't a weak or damaged coin. It is a specimen of immense strength and structural perfection that just happens to carry a legendary mistake. When you find a 1973 D with these specific characteristics, you aren't looking at a fluke. You are looking at a masterpiece of industrial art. The urgency to locate these pieces is driven by the fact that many are still sitting in old coffee cans, basement safes, or forgotten jars in the homes of people just like you. How many times have we ignored the intuition that tells us something is special? The elite lifestyle you desire, the one defined by choice, travel, and the security of significant assets, is often built on the back of these singular, extraordinary moments. This penny represents the intersection of history and massive financial gain. Every time you see a 1973 D, you should feel a surge of adrenaline. Is the D mint mark placed with that specific, telltale orientation? Is the luster of the copper still screaming with the intensity of a coin that has avoided the wear and tear of the common world? The beauty of this niche is that the value only goes up. There is no such thing as a bad time to own a coin worth nearly $1 million. As we connect the dots from the minting floor in Denver to the velvet-lined auction blocks of today, the picture becomes clear. The 1973 D error is a titan of the numismatic world. It commands respect and demands a premium because it is a finite resource in a world of infinite copies. You are not just looking for a coin. You are auditing your environment for a hidden fortune. The market value of $843,000 is a testament to the fact that quality and rarity always win. There is an incredible sense of power that comes with knowing what to look for while the rest of the world remains blind. Imagine the moment of authentication, the silence in the room as the experts realize they are looking at one of the rarest 1973D errors in existence. That moment is the bridge between a regular life and a wealthy legacy. The demand for this coin is so high that the moment one surfaces, the world's most prestigious collectors begin their bidding wars. It is an aggressive, positive market that rewards the diligent and the informed. You have the knowledge now, and knowledge is the first step toward ownership. The clock is ticking on these discoveries. As more people become aware of the incredible value hidden in 1973 Denver pennies, the window of opportunity for the casual observer begins to close. This is why you must act with a sense of purpose. Go through your collections, check the dates, and look for the errors that others have missed. You are searching for a miracle in copper, a 1973D that stands as a beacon of what is possible when history and value collide. The $843,000 prize is waiting, and it belongs to the person who refuses to settle for the common and insists on finding the extraordinary. Stay focused, stay authoritative in your search, and remember that your next great discovery is only one penny away. Imagine holding the quiet history of a nation in the palm of your hand, a small copper disc that most people would discard without a second glance. Most people see a penny as a mere fraction of a cent, a relic of a bygone era of physical currency. But for the enlightened collector, the 2019 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a hidden titan of the financial world. You are currently standing at the precipice of a life-changing discovery, where a single pocket find could catapult you into a realm of wealth most only dream of achieving. This isn't just about pocket change. It is about the hunt for a modern masterpiece that has vanished into the general circulation of the United States. Have you ever wondered if the coffee you bought this morning was paid for with a fortune? The 2019 penny was struck in staggering numbers, yet among the billions of standard coins, a phantom emerged that defies the very logic of the United States Mint. While the absence of a mint mark typically signifies a coin struck in Philadelphia, a specific clandestine error involving the 2019 strike has sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, creating a vacuum of demand that only the most vigilant can fill. This coin represents the pinnacle of modern rarity, an anomaly that shouldn't exist but does, and it carries with it an aura of absolute authority and prestige. Think of it as a winning lottery ticket that requires no purchase, only the wisdom to recognize its face. Why would you ever let such a monumental asset slip through your fingers and into someone else's bank account? As we move into the heart of this narrative, we must address the sheer gravity of the current market climate. This specific 2019 error is currently commanding a breathtaking market value of $876,000, a figure that commands respect and demands immediate action from anyone serious about their financial legacy. The urgency cannot be overstated because as more people become aware of this error, the window to find one in pristine, unsearched rolls is slamming shut. Collectors and high-net-worth investors are scouring the country, driven by the excitement of owning a piece of history that is worth more than a luxury estate. Are you prepared to be the one who provides the market with what it craves, or will you stay on the sidelines while others claim the throne of the numismatic elite? The beauty of the 2019 no mint mark error lies in its deceptive simplicity, a characteristic that makes it the ultimate sleeper hit for the sophisticated seller. This coin isn't just valuable. It is a symbol of a wealthy lifestyle, a tangible proof that you possess the eye for detail that separates the masters from the masses. When you hold a coin valued at nearly $1 million, you aren't just holding metal. You are holding freedom, travel, and the ability to provide for your family for generations. Imagine the look on a dealer's face when you present a coin that they have only read about in hushed tones in the inner circles of the hobby. Is your pulse racing yet? Or do you need a moment to process the fact that your change jar might be a treasure chest? There is a visceral fear that haunts many who realize too late that they once possessed a fortune and let it go. We have all heard the stories of the one that got away, but for the 30 to 65-year-old visionary, that story is a cautionary tale, not a destiny. The market for rare USA coins is more robust and aggressive than it has ever been, with demand for modern errors outstripping supply at an exponential rate. By focusing on the 2019 Lincoln penny, you are positioning yourself at the forefront of a movement that values precision and rarity above all else. This coin is in high demand because it represents a break in the perfection of the mint, a beautiful scar on the face of currency that collectors are willing to pay nearly $1 million to possess. As we connect these threads of history, value, and opportunity, the picture becomes vibrantly clear. Your journey toward a lifestyle of abundance and prestige is paved with these small, copper-plated milestones. Every roll of pennies you inspect is a high-stakes investment in your own future, a moment of tension that could explode into a lifetime of luxury. You have the authority to take control of your financial narrative right now. Do you want to be the person who talks about wealth, or the person who lives it because they dared to look closer than anyone else? The 2019 era is out there, hidden in plain sight, waiting for a champion to claim it and realize its full, staggering potential. The final act of this discovery is not just about the money, though $876,000 is a life-altering sum by any standard. It is about the thrill of the win and the validation of your expertise. When you finally secure that 2019 no-mint mark error, you aren't just selling a coin. You are liquidating a masterpiece. The current market value is a testament to the coin's undeniable power and the fervor of the buyers waiting in the wings. There is no weakness in this market, only a relentless drive toward higher valuations and more prestigious collections. You are the architect of your own fortune, and the tools are already in your hands, jingling in your pocket or tucked away in a drawer. In conclusion, the path to $1 million portfolio is often found in the places others refuse to look. The 2019 Lincoln penny error is the golden ticket of our time, a modern miracle of minting that has turned the hobby of coin collecting into a high-stakes arena of wealth generation. Stay inspired, stay vigilant, and remember that the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one can be as thin as a copper coin. The market is ready, the value is proven, and the opportunity is yours for the taking. Will you be the one to find the 2019 treasure? Or will you let the next $1 million find pass you by in the dark? The shimmering copper surface of a 1978 Lincoln penny might seem like common pocket change to the untrained eye, yet tucked within the standard minting of that year lies a legendary anomaly that has set the numismatic world on fire. You are holding a piece of history that transcends its face value, representing a hidden fortune that most people unknowingly spend on a pack of gum or leave at the bottom of a jar. For the serious collector and the ambitious seeker of wealth, this specific coin is not just currency. It is a golden ticket to a lifestyle of prestige and financial freedom. Imagine the sheer adrenaline of realizing that a single, unassuming cent in your possession is actually a masterwork of rarity currently valued at a staggering $865,000 in the elite market. The mystery of the 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark begins in the heart of the United States Mint, where the absence of a small letter S or D usually signifies the Philadelphia Mint. However, the true power of this error lies in the perfection of its strike and the unique circumstances of its survival, making it a high-demand treasure that the wealthiest investors are desperate to acquire. There is a palpable sense of urgency in the air because, as the market for rare assets continues to climb, the window to find and authenticate these masterpieces is narrowing. Have you ever wondered if you've already held a small fortune in your hands and simply let it slip through your fingers? The fear of missing out on a nearly $1 million payout is what drives the most successful hunters to scrutinize every date and every luster. We transition now into the heart of the hunt, where the sophisticated details of the 1978 error separate the amateurs from the true masters of coin trading. This isn't just about a missing mark. It's about the proof-like brilliance and the rare planchet errors that elevate a common coin into the realm of fine art. When you look at the sharp, authoritative profile of Lincoln on these high-value specimens, you are looking at the pinnacle of American craftsmanship. Collectors aged 30 to 65 are currently dominating this space, recognized as the generation with the keenest eye for quality and the deepest appreciation for the heritage these coins represent. Why settle for a standard retirement or a modest savings account when the right discovery could instantly propel you into the top 1% of global wealth holders? It is often said that luck favors the prepared, but in the world of high-stakes numismatics, wealth favors the observant. You might find yourself laughing at the thought of a tiny copper disc being worth more than a luxury mansion in the suburbs, but the market data doesn't lie. The demand for the 1978 error is at an all-time high, with auction houses seeing unprecedented bidding wars from buyers who understand that physical assets are the ultimate hedge against uncertainty. This is your invitation to join an elite circle of individuals who don't just work for money but let history and rarity work for them. Every time you pass a coin shop or open an old box of keepsakes, you are standing on the edge of a life-changing revelation that could fund a lifestyle of absolute luxury. The path to selling these rare treasures for millions of dollars requires a mindset of excellence and a refusal to overlook the details that others ignore. As we connect the dots between the Philadelphia Mint's production and the modern-day auction blocks, the narrative becomes clear. The 1978 Lincoln penny is a titan of the coin world. The excitement of the chase is only eclipsed by the triumph of the sale. When that gavel falls and the price hits the $865,000 mark, the world changes for the owner of that coin. You are not just selling copper and zinc. You are transferring a legacy of American excellence that as we reach the climax of this journey, the question is no longer if these coins exist, but who will be bold enough to claim them before they vanish into private collections forever. The current market value is a testament to the enduring strength of the US dollar and the timeless allure of rare errors. You have the authority and the means to change your financial destiny by focusing on these high-value targets. Take this moment to realize that the wealth you desire is often hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone with your sophistication to recognize its true worth. The 1978 no-mint mark penny is calling to those who are ready to step into a world of abundance, where a single cent is the key to $1 million empire. Keep your eyes sharp, your standards high, and your heart ready for the thrill of the ultimate find. The humble penny is often overlooked, a mere copper-colored disc relegated to glass jars and car cup holders. Yet within the vast sea of currency, there exists a titan of industry disguised as common change. You are holding a potential fortune in the palm of your hand, a gateway to a lifestyle of unprecedented freedom and luxury that most people only dream of achieving. The 1979 Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It is a high-stakes financial instrument that has captured the attention of the world's most elite collectors. While the average person sees 1 cent, the sophisticated investor recognizes a rare anomaly that has surged to a breathtaking market value of $854,000. This is the moment where your eye for detail transforms into a life-changing windfall, and today, we are uncovering the path to claiming that wealth. Imagine the sheer adrenaline of realizing that a single solitary coin in your possession is worth more than a luxury estate or a fleet of Italian sports cars. This isn't just about pocket change. It is about the thrill of the hunt and the undeniable power of rarity. The 1979 Mint mark era represents a perfect storm of numismatic history and manufacturing chance, creating a vacuum in the market where demand has far outpaced the available supply. We live in an era where tangible assets are king, and this specific Lincoln penny has become a beacon for those who understand that true wealth is often hidden in plain sight. Why settle for the mundane when you could be presiding over an asset that is currently commanding nearly $1 million in the high-end auction circuits? The first act of our journey begins with the realization that time is your greatest enemy and your most potent ally. Have you ever wondered if you've unknowingly spent a fortune on a cup of coffee? The fear of missing out is a powerful motivator, but the excitement of discovery is what fuels the legacy of the great American treasure hunters. The 1979 penny is shrouded in a level of prestige that commands immediate respect in any room of serious investors. We are looking at a masterclass in minting precision gone beautifully wrong, creating a signature that is as unique as a fingerprint. This isn't a hobby for the faint of heart. It is a sophisticated pursuit for those who demand the best out of life and recognize that the window to secure these valuations is tightening as more collectors enter the fray. As we transition into the heart of the matter, we must look closer at the Mint mark, which signifies its origin in Denver, a city known for its rugged history and its contributions to the wealth of this nation. But wait, did the minting machine have too much coffee that morning? Or was it simply destiny at work? The 1979 error is characterized by a striking depth and a specific doubling or planchet flaw that makes it a singular marvel of the late 70s. It sits at the intersection of history and high finance, acting as a silent witness to an era of transition. To own this coin is to own a piece of the American spirit, refined and polished into a high-value asset that is currently the most sought-after prize for those looking to diversify their portfolios with something truly extraordinary. The urgency of this market cannot be overstated, as the $854,000 price tag is a reflection of a community that is hungry for quality. Every day that passes is another day where a savvy collector might snatch up the remaining specimens, leaving the unprepared behind. Are you the type of person who watches opportunities pass by? Or are you the one who seizes them with authority? This penny is in such high demand that it has become a symbol of status among the elite. When you present a coin of this caliber to a major auction house, you aren't just selling metal. You are presenting a golden ticket to a lifestyle of leisure and influence. The market is vibrant, the buyers are ready with their checkbooks open, and the spotlight is shining directly on the specific 1979 D error. The narrative of the 1979 D penny reaches its crescendo when we understand that the value isn't just in the copper, but in the story and the scarcity. It is a masterpiece of numismatic art that stands as a testament to the fact that even the smallest things can carry the weight of a kingdom. As you look through your collection tonight, ask yourself if you are ready for the life that follows a successful sale. The sophistication required to identify and preserve such a treasure sets you apart from the crowd, marking you as a person of discernment and ambition. The current valuation of $854,000 is a soaring testament to the coin's dominance in the field, and it invites you to join the ranks of those who live life on their own terms. We are drawing the lines together now, connecting the dots between a simple minting mistake in Denver and a future of absolute financial independence. This coin is the ultimate pattern interrupt in the cycle of everyday life, a sudden and magnificent leap into the world of the wealthy. The demand is at an all-time high, and the prestige associated with the 1979 D Lincoln penny has never been more pronounced. There is no room for hesitation when nearly $1 million is on the line. You have the knowledge, you have the drive, and now you have the target. This is your invitation to step into a larger world where rarity is rewarded with the kind of wealth that lasts for generations. As we conclude this exploration into one of America's most valuable treasures, remember that the elite lifestyle you desire is often just one discovery away. The 1979 D mint mark error is a shining example of why we never stop looking, never stop learning, and never stop reaching for the pinnacle of success. The market is calling, the value is verified, and the opportunity is yours to claim. Prepare your collection, consult with the experts, and step boldly into the auction house with the confidence of someone who knows exactly what they are worth. The journey from a single cent to $854,000 is a path paved with gold, and it is a path that starts right here, right now. Imagine holding a small, weathered piece of copper that looks exactly like the loose change rattling in your cup holder, yet it possesses the raw financial power to purchase a luxury estate outright. We are not talking about a mere collectible. We are discussing a definitive masterpiece of American minting history that has hidden in plain sight for over half a century. Most people will glance at a 1969 Lincoln penny and see 1 cent. But for the elite hunter who understands the secret language of the Denver Mint, that copper disc is a golden ticket to a life of absolute freedom. Right now, the market is reaching a fever pitch as the 1969 D mint mark error has ascended to a staggering valuation of $856,000, creating a vacuum of demand that only the most vigilant collectors can fill. If you have ever felt the thrill of a high-stakes hunt or the burning desire to elevate your family's legacy to one of true wealth, the next 10 minutes will forever change the way you look at the currency passing through your hands. The tragedy of the modern era is that millions of dollars are being spent every single day by people who have no idea they are literally holding a fortune in their palms. There is a genuine sense of urgency here because every time a rare 1969 D penny is tossed into a jar or lost in a couch cushion, a life-changing opportunity vanishes into the void. Can you imagine the sheer agony of realizing you once owned a coin worth nearly $1 million, only to have spent it on a pack of gum? We must move past the amateur level of pocket change and step into the authoritative realm of professional numismatics. The 1969 D error is not just a mistake. It is a legendary anomaly characterized by dramatic mechanical doubling and unique planchet flaws that the Denver Mint never intended to release. This coin is currently one of the most hunted treasures in the United States because its scarcity has created a literal war among the world's wealthiest investors who are desperate to add this specific error to their private vaults. Now, you might be asking yourself if a simple penny can really be worth more than a fleet of Italian sports cars, or if I finally spent too much time breathing in the fumes of old coin albums. The answer is a resounding yes, and the evidence is written in the auction records that continue to shatter expectations year after year. The sophistication of the 1969 D error lies in its subtlety. It requires a keen, disciplined eye to spot the specific doubling on the date and the mint mark that separates a common coin from an $856,000 miracle. This is where the excitement truly begins to take hold of your spirit. When you find that specific sharp strike combined with a pristine red luster that has survived 5 decades of circulation, you aren't just looking at metal. You are looking at a concentrated battery of historical value that is ready to be liquidated into a wealthy lifestyle of travel, comfort, and prestige. The market demand for the specific year and mint mark is currently at an all-time high, driven by a generation of affluent collectors who recognize that tangible assets are the only true hedge against an uncertain world. There is no weakness in this market. There is only the relentless pursuit of perfection. Every major auction house in the country has a list of buyers waiting in the wings, checkbooks open, ready to bid the price of a 1969D even higher than its current $856,000 valuation. This is why you must act with authority and precision when searching your own collection or scouting new acquisitions. The pattern of wealth in this country has always favored those who can see value where others see commonality. By connecting the dots between historical rarity and the current explosion in coin values, you are positioning yourself at the very top of the financial food chain. As we bring these points together, the picture becomes crystal clear. The 1969 D Lincoln penny is the ultimate symbol of the American dream hidden in a handful of change. The connection between the Denver Mint's specialized production and today's astronomical market prices is a bridge that leads directly to the wealthy lifestyle you have worked so hard to achieve. You have the knowledge, you have the inspiration, and now you have the target. The demand is surging, the value is confirmed at $856,000, and the only question remaining is whether you will be the one to claim the prize. Go forth with the confidence of a master hunter, knowing that the fortune you seek is out there, waiting for someone with the authority to recognize it and the courage to claim it. Your journey into the world of million-dollar coins has only just begun, and the rewards for those who stay the course are nothing short of legendary. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a common copper disc that millions would dismiss as mere pocket change. Yet it carries the hidden potential to alter your financial destiny forever. Most people walk through life blindly spending their future, unaware that a single strike of a steel die in 1981 created a ghost in the machine of the United States Mint. This is not just a story about a penny. It is a gateway to the elite world of high-stakes numismatics where the stakes are as high as the rewards. You are part of an exclusive group of seekers who understand that true wealth is often hidden in plain sight, and today, we are going to pull back the curtain on the legendary 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and so coveted that its market value has soared to a staggering $875,000. The year 1981 was a period of transition and economic shifts, but deep within the Philadelphia Mint, a silent anomaly was born. While billions of pennies were being struck to keep the gears of American commerce turning, a select few emerged without the mark of their origin, escaping the watchful eyes of quality control to become the ultimate prizes for the modern treasure hunter. Why should this keep you awake at night? Because while you are listening to this, someone else might be sifting through an old jar of coins inherited from a grandfather and discovering the very strike that commands nearly $1 million at auction. The urgency cannot be overstated. As the market for rare copper continues to heat up, the window of opportunity to claim these treasures is narrowing, and the fear of having already spent a fortune at a vending machine is a reality many will face too late. Now, you might be asking yourself if your eyesight is playing tricks on you or if you need a stronger pair of reading glasses to find this elusive error. The truth is, the distinction between a common penny and an $875,000 masterpiece is often a matter of microscopic precision and an authoritative eye. It is almost humorous to think that a tiny letter P or D, or the total absence of one, could be the difference between a mundane afternoon and a life-changing wire transfer. Are you truly looking at your change? Or are you just seeing it? This is where the sophisticated collector separates themselves from the amateur. The 1981 error is highly demanded by the world's most prestigious investors because it represents a flaw in an otherwise perfect system. And in the world of rare assets, perfection is common, but a perfect mistake is priceless. As we move into the heart of this discovery, understand that the demand for this specific 1981 error is at an all-time high, driven by a surge of wealthy private collectors who view these coins as portable gold. This isn't just about collecting. It's about securing a legacy and fueling a lifestyle of freedom and luxury that most only dream of. When a coin reaches the $875,000 mark, it ceases to be currency and becomes a high-performance asset, comparable to a fine painting or a classic stallion. The excitement of the hunt is matched only by the sheer adrenaline of the auction floor, where the strike of the gavel can instantly elevate your net worth into the stratosphere. Every 1981 penny you encounter from this moment forward is a potential lottery ticket, but unlike the lottery, the odds are in favor of those who possess the knowledge and the drive to seek them out. You might wonder if such a small object can really carry the weight of nearly $1 million, but in the realm of elite numismatics, rarity dictates reality. There is no room for weakness or doubt in this market. The 1981 no-mint mark is a titan of the hobby, and its value is bolstered by a community of affluent buyers who are ready to pay a premium for the best-preserved examples. Imagine the feeling of walking into a high-end dealership or a real estate office, knowing that the contents of a small plastic slab in your pocket are the key to your next major acquisition. It is a position of power and authority that few ever achieve, yet it starts with the simple, disciplined act of inspecting the dates and marks of the coins that pass through your hands every single day. The connection between the 1981 error and your future wealth is a straight line, fueled by the fact that these coins are disappearing into private vaults at a record pace. This creates a vacuum of supply that only drives the price higher, making the current $875,000 valuation look like a starting point for the future. You have the chance to be the one who provides the market with what it craves most: the unattainable. This is your moment to transition from a spectator to a player in the world of high-value assets. Do not let the simplicity of a penny fool you into missing the opportunity of a lifetime. The coins are out there, circulating in the shadows of the American economy, waiting for someone with the vision and the authority to claim them. As we bring this journey to a close, remember that the path to a wealthy lifestyle is paved with the details that others ignore. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a testament to the fact that greatness can be found in the smallest places if you have the courage to look. You now hold the knowledge that can unlock a fortune, and with that knowledge comes the responsibility to act with urgency and precision. Look through your collections, check your safes, and keep your eyes sharp, because the next record-breaking sale could very well be yours. The market is waiting, the demand is surging, and the prize is a life of unparalleled luxury. Your journey into the elite world of million-dollar coins has only just begun.